Here's what's coming up, all new at 5 on Action News Jax.
Two big stories you'll want to see today at 5. First, look at these photos. Police say this suspect tried to burn down the St. Augustine Pirate and Treasure Museum. Why his arson plan failed and the search to find him.
And I'm Action News Jax reporter Gretchen Kernbach. Right now we're driving to St. Augustine to get you more answers from detectives working the case.
Then imagine this. You go to return a dress at a store, but they won't let you leave. Well, that's exactly what one woman says happened to her at a Jacksonville store.
I'm Action News Jax reporter Courtney Cole. Coming up next at 5, I'll tell you why she says employees held her and her baby against their will.
These stories are all new just for you on Action News Jax at 5.
Here's what's coming up, all new at 5 on Action News Jax.
Two big stories you'll want to see today at 5. First, scandal and corruption allegations of a local megachurch. Today, we're investigating how millions of dollars meant for God ended up in the pastor and his wife's pockets for lavish trips.
And I'm on my way to knock on the pastor's door right now.
Then a big buzz about Twitter's headquarters possibly coming here to Florida. We're fact-checking that for you and the invitation to Elon Musk to bring more jobs to the Sunshine State. All of those stories and more today at 5 on Action News Jax.
All new coming up at 5:30. Look at these photos. Police say this suspect tried burning down the St. Augustine Pirate and Treasure Museum.
I just couldn't even imagine that anything or anybody would do this.
What an employee told detectives he tried using to light the place on fire with people inside.
He did it here, I'm just afraid that he'll try it somewhere else.
Coming up on Action News Jax. Local coverage you can count on. All new coming up at 5:30. It sounds like a Netflix movie, but it's real life. Only on Action News Jax. We expose a so-called Casanova con man.
I sent him a screenshot of his mugshot and then he disappeared.
Now we warn you about the tricks investigators say he used to steal women's hearts and money. Coming up on Action News Jax. Local coverage you can count on. Coming up next at 6, Action News Jax investigates the time it's taking dispatchers to pick up your 911 calls.
They never answered the phone.
How long a local family says they were stuck waiting for help during an emergency.
I was honestly freaking out.
Next on Action News Jax, local coverage you can count on. Coming up, 2 stories you haven't seen on Action News Jax. First, this local pastor at the center of the Celebration Church scandal spoke only to Action News Jax.
What's next for you?
His response to all the accusations.
Truth and justice are a big part of this.
And the questions our legal expert has after reviewing the church's investigation targeting the preacher and his wife. Then, uncovering why the cost of rent continues to stay high, we dig into how long the expensive prices are expected to last. Next on Action News Jax, local coverage you can count on.
Here are the stories starting all new for you at 5 on Action News Jax. First, the Jacksonville Fair has been attracting families downtown for nearly 7 decades, but we just confirmed it's moving. How long the city says it'll take to build the new future fairgrounds on the west side. Then get this. You call 911, you have a bad connection, so you hang up. Well, you call back, and now no one's answering. Coming up, Action News Jax investigates what a local pregnant mom's family did when they say they couldn't get dispatchers to pick up the phone. We have those stories all new for you today, starting at 5 on Action News Jax.
Here are the stories, all new at 5 on Action News Jax.
It sounds like a Netflix movie, but it's real life. Only on Action News Jax, we're exposing a Casanova con man.
I sent him a screenshot of his mugshot and then he disappeared.
Wait till you hear the fake names, fake careers, and fake love the feds say he used to steal women's hearts and their money.
I'm Action News Jax reporter Stephanie Bennett. At 5 o'clock, we're uncovering what a local family in Clay County says is changing, making it too expensive to live in.
These stories are all new for you today at 5 on Action News Jax.
Breaking news next at 5. This local kidnapped child was just found safe.
who police say took the child, and the deadly crime scene potentially linked to it.
Somebody need to do something, because he is crazy.
Then Action News Jax investigates the time it's taking dispatchers to pick up your 911 call. How long a local family says they were stuck waiting for help during an emergency.
I was honestly freaking out.
Plus, we uncover how long it will take to build the Jacksonville Fair's new 80-acre home on the west side. Next on Action News Jax. Continuing coverage next at 5. We just got this new video showing what happened moments after a local student diver was pulled from his training. Now we reveal what witnesses told JSO they saw in the water.
And I knew then and there like we were not in a good situation.
And what the welding school could lose now as a result.
This don't feel right.
Then, only on Action News Jax, we expose a so-called Casanova con man. The tricks investigators say he used to steal women's hearts and money. Next on Action News Jax, local coverage you can count on. Action News Jax investigates dangerous street racing and donuts.
And we start hearing like burning out, peeling out, super, super loud.
Why our legal expert says it's difficult to stop those events from taking over local roads.
Then, should prayer be allowed at sporting events in public schools? We uncover the domino effect a U.S. Supreme Court decision could have on future local games for your child.
And a new trick hackers are using to steal your money.
This is becoming more common
without you realizing it. Next on Action News Jax, local coverage you can count on.